Here is a $100,000 portfolio that deposits about $435 into your account every single month. It is built from just three parts. And here's the thing most people get wrong. They only buy the loudest part, the one with the biggest yield, and it quietly breaks the whole machine. So in this video, I am giving you the full blueprint. Three engines, what job each one does, the exact math of how they combine, and the two mistakes that wreck income portfolios more than anything else. If you have watched this channel, you have seen the parts. Dividend investing, covered call funds. This is the video where they click together into one machine. By the end, you will know what each engine is for, why the boring one matters more than it looks, and how to think about your own mix. As always, this is education, not advice. The blueprint is a starting point for your thinking, not a prescription. Engine 1 is dividend growth. Funds built on companies that have paid dividends for 10 straight years or more. The SCHD type of fund. Right now, a fund like that yields about 3.25%. On $40,000, that is about $108 a month. And I know what you are thinking. That is not much. But here is what this engine does that nothing else in the machine can do. It gives you a raise, almost every year. The biggest dividend growth fund has raised its payout by an average of almost 9% a year over the past 5 years. At that pace, your check roughly doubles every 8 years without you adding a single dollar. Engine 1 is not about the income today. It is the raise machine. But you can see the problem. If 3.25% were the whole plan, you would need over $370,000 invested just to generate $1,000 a month. For most people, that math is a wall, which is exactly why the second engine exists. Engine 2 is the covered call fund, the JEPI type. It owns stocks and sells options against them, converting the market's ups and downs into cash premiums, and it pays out around 8% a year, every month. $40,000 in Engine 2 generates about $267 a month. That is 2.5 times the income of Engine 1 from the same money. If you want the full mechanics and the 3 catches that come with them, I made an entire video on covered call ETFs. It is linked above and in the description. But remember the deal Engine 2 makes. It sells away the big rallies in exchange for that cash. It pays you the most today precisely because it grows the least tomorrow. No raises, capped upside. And if you push for the absolute maximum yield versions, the 11 and 12 percenters, history says part of that yield comes out of your own principal. That is why Engine 2 is a part of the machine and never the whole machine. Engine 3 is the one nobody makes videos about. Cash that earns, treasury bills, money market funds, the boring stuff. Right now, that boring stuff pays around 3.5 to 4%. $20,000 in Engine 3 adds about $60 a month. But the income is not really the point. Engine 3 is the shock absorber. When the market drops, this is the money that does not drop with it. It is the reason you never have to sell engines 1 and 2 at the worst possible moment. And it is the dry powder you deploy when everything goes on sale. One honest caveat. This yield floats with the Federal Reserve. If rates fall, Engine 3 pays less. Its job security is not the yield. It is the stability. Now bolt it together. 40% in the raise machine, 40% in the cash flow engine, 20% in the shock absorber. On $100,000, that is $108 plus $267 plus about $60. Roughly $435 a month, a blended yield just over 5% with growth, cash flow, and stability all present in one machine. And to be clear, 40-40-20 is an example, not a rule. Decades from retirement, you would tilt harder toward Engine 1 and let the raises compound. Living on the income right now, you would tilt toward Engine 2. The blueprint is the same. The dials are yours. Here's the part that surprises people. That $435 is the starting salary, not the ceiling. Engine 1 keeps handing you raises. and any income you do not spend can be reinvested back into the machine, buying more of all three engines. Run that forward conservatively, and the monthly check climbs toward $550 within about 5 years, without a single new dollar from your paycheck. Income investing looks slow in year 1. The machine is designed for year 10. So what breaks this machine? Mistake number 1, chasing yield. Someone sees the 8% engine, then finds a 12% fund, then a 14, and puts everything there. Now they own one engine, the one with no raises and capped growth, and often one that is quietly eating its own principal. The screaming yield is the bait. The blend is the protection. If a yield looks too good, the price is hiding somewhere. It always is. Mistake number 2, ignoring which account each engine lives in. Covered call income and cash interest are mostly taxed like your paycheck. Qualified dividends from engine 1 get friendlier rates. So the same machine can net you meaningfully different income depending on placement, and sheltering the heavy payers inside an IRA or Roth IRA is how many investors protect the cash flow engine from the tax drag. I covered the full tax trap in the covered call video, and where you hold these can matter almost as much as what you buy. Education, not tax advice. Talk to a professional about your situation. So here's the blueprint one more time. Engine 1, dividend growth, the raise machine. Engine 2, covered call income, the cash flow. Engine 3, earning cash, the shock absorber. Blend them and $100,000 becomes about $435 a month with built-in raises. And the mix is a dial you set based on the job your money needs to do. If you want to run these numbers on your own portfolio size and see what your monthly check would look like at any blend, that is exactly what the free Steadyield Income Calculator does. It is linked below. Subscribe for one honest income investing breakdown at a time, and I will see you in the next one.